Well, everyone, welcome back to the shop. So this is a quick little video putting together. First off, I'd like to thank all my subscribers, old and new alike. I hit the 1,000 subscriber mark recently, and I believe that part of that is my participation, or my attempted participation in Amateur Redneck Workshop's live discussion almost 2 weeks ago. So yeah, internet just wasn't cooperating with me. I was using my cell phone, and it just didn't have enough bandwidth to support what I needed to do, I guess, and it kept kicking me off. Although I did watch from the background, I guess. Once again, thank you for all the new subscribers and all the like. Just want to throw a quick shout out to Tom over at Hilltop Machine Works, because actually he had gotten in touch with me to ask me if I wanted to participate in that. So Tom's a great guy. Go check him out if you're not familiar with his channel, Hilltop Machine Works. Really appreciate that, Tom. So other things is went to a swap meet, automotive flea market yesterday, Thursday. Yesterday was September 30th, Thursday, and it was at Carlisle, Pennsylvania, which is I guess that's kind of central Pennsylvania. So if you're not familiar with that, I believe that Carlisle is the largest swap meet, flea market, car auction, possibly in the world. So they usually have a spring and a fall flea market, and I went Thursday, like I mentioned, and it's on until Sunday. So I paid $12 at the gate to get in. I think if you buy tickets online, it's a little bit cheaper, maybe $10. And I think Sunday is free admission. So if you're looking for something to do and it's not that far of a trip for you, and so you might want to check that out maybe. So I picked up a few goodies, and I'll bring you over to the table and I'll show you what I got. Alright, so let me start out. I'm not bragging about what I picked up. It's nothing really fantastic deals, really, but just figured I'd bring you along. I didn't do any videoing at the actual flea market or at the fairgrounds where it was held, but I'll just give you a little overview. You go in there. I think it was $12 at the gate to get in for the day, and some of the events, they do have an auction. They have a bunch of cars for sale, and they have a map here somewhere. And just to give you a little overview of the size. Now, I parked over here up at gate 5, and I covered pretty much all of this area and most of this. I think right around in here I kind of bailed out, and this is the car corral where they have complete cars for sale, and they also have people selling cars, although not as many, in the swap meet area. A lot of like rolling chassis, bodies, projects that somebody started and eventually gave up on, ran out of money, interest, that kind of thing. So there was a few things there. They weren't bashful with their prices. There was one guy there selling a complete 1970 Hemi engine, and he wanted a mere $29,000 for that. So I don't know. Good luck with that. The website says there's 8,100 vendors here. I don't know. I think they kind of might have embellished that number a bit, because I counted 6,217. I'm only kidding. I really didn't count any of that, but But anyway, but that's the overview. And so let me get on to the good stuff, what I actually picked up. So, okay. So I separated things into lots of what I picked up at the vendor, and I think it was like 5 vendors that I actually went to. And so this guy was one of those typical flea market, you know, guys selling the roto-lock abrasives and, you know, wire ties and things like that. So always use some supplies for the shop. So straight edge razor blades, you know, can't get enough of those. So that was $5. I did this whole lot, I think was 15, if I remember right. So that was 5. They had these little cotton swabby kind of things, applicators, if you want to call them. So I use these for when I do the gun bluing. If I make like a shop tool or something like that, I'll usually blue it, give it a little nicer appearance, and protect it from rust. I usually use them once and then, you know, toss them out. So that was $1 for this little bundle here. Yeah, we'll get these little 1/4-inch pipe nipples, doubles, you know, well, I guess a close nipple, if you want to call it that. I use these all the time, connecting airline fittings, things like that. So they were like $1 a piece, so I picked up 3, just to kind of round out the prices. And one of those little Pakistan-made tweezers there, so that was 3. And a little bundle of heat shrink tubing, you know, always use that. That was 2. And then these little crimp-on wire terminals. Now those are the little, I don't know if the camera will pick up, that's little narrow jobs that the spade connectors, the female spade connector. I don't know if I can say that anymore, female spade connector. I guess I have to ask it what it identifies as before I go to use it. So, so that was $1. So that brings that to 15. I think all in all I spent a little over $100. Not a bad day. Okay, I went to another vendor. This guy had a mixed assortment of old, used stuff. No, I'm sorry. This guy had old stuff. Like it looks like he would buy like estates and things like that. A lot of mixed tools and stuff. So picked up a slitting saw. This is a 20,000 stick saw. I think that'd be a nice addition. I wanted something thin. Looks like it's in good shape. Can't tell if it's really used or not. I don't know if it's just got that patina from laying around in the toolbox, but it's got a nice sharp feel to it. So I picked that up. That was 3. And then he had some brand new Niagara end mills. So I think one of them is carbide. I think just the one is. The rest of them are high speed steel. This one feels like it's carbide. It's very, very dense and heavy. And that's a 3/16 2 flute. And so I picked that up. These were, he wanted $4 a piece for it. So can't get that back in there. Okay, that was that. This is a 3 flute, 1/4-inch, and this is high speed steel. And this last one is a 3/8 double-ended 2 flute, so high speed steel as well. So I thought that was a pretty good deal. Could always use that. So that was another 15. Then another vendor, you know, another one of those typical whole thing full of import tools, stuff like that. So picked up this wire gauge, and it's made out of stainless. It's brand new. He had a whole stack from there. They were $5 a piece. I really wanted one for sheet metal, and but you know, this is what he had. So say these always come in handy. Always wanted one. So $5 for that. pair of soft jaws for, I think these were 4.5 inch. I got a little 4-inch vise that I use a lot for a bunch of tiny stuff, and you know, it's got all your little different angles and stuff to hold round stock and things like that. So these were $8. It's got some neodymium magnets on the back, keep them in place. So you'll probably see me use these somewhere along the line. And this little baby, not quite a baby, little dead blow hammer with a little brass face on the back. And yeah, I got a crap load of hammers, but you know, not quite as many as Tom Lipton, but this will come in handy when I have stuff in the milling machines. I don't have a lot of space between the spindle and the or the head actually and the vise, so you know, this gives me a little bit of room to, you know, to tap parts down in the vise. And so I could see this being a one of my favorite go-to hammers there by the mill. So I think that was $8 as well. Eight. And then these little tiny cleaning brushes that, you know, how many times you wish you had something to clean out a small carburetor passage or a little piece of tubing or something. So, and that was like another $2. So, alright, so let's put that away. We're getting better. We're getting better stuff now. Now we're getting to the... So, this was from another vendor. A little pair of Starrett dividers. They seem to be in nice shape. Yeah, a little bit of surface rust on that, but certainly not going to affect the functionality of it. And so that was a good deal. This was $5, and this was $5 as well. This is inside caliper, Starrett as well. They appear to be in good shape. So $5 each. And then this was one of those import things. The guy had used stuff and a lot of brand new Chinese import stuff as well. But this is a metric thread pitch gauge, so you know, identifying some of those metric bolts is usually a challenge. You don't know what pitch you're dealing with. Sometimes there's 3 different pitches for the same bolt diameter, so hopefully that'll avoid some confusion down in the future. In the future, so I think that was 8. So, all right, and now for, I guess, the best deal. He had this marked at 55. Whether or not he really wanted 55 is anyone's guess, but I wound up talking him down, getting it for $40. So it's a pretty good condition. It's a Starrett 1 to 3 depth mic, and he had a Lufkin that went to 6, and he wanted 40 for that as well, but it was the longer one. And those of you familiar with some of my projects, yeah, this is more than enough to what I need. So so this was $40. It's got some sort of a little stain on there, probably from maybe like a little badge or something that was glued on there. I could probably scrape that off with one of my new single edge razor blades, actually. But yeah, I think this was a good deal. So so that's it. That was my total plunder. So, alright, I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I hope to get back in the shop real soon, get some more projects going. I want to get started on another Elmer engine, and so we'll see. Hopefully I'll see you guys back here real soon. Thanks for watching, and stay well.